Hey family, thanks so much for joining me again, talking to you about a major trucking contract and also about gratitude for what we already have, and of course, the law of attraction as always. So recently, we secured a contract with a major company. And, I think I talked briefly about it in another video, and I'll talk more about it as we go along. But so it's been an interesting experience, and I would say that it's important because, we believe that it can help us to open up opportunities for a lot of things. And we believe that from the beginning. And it's been, a couple years in the making. We've been working on it and, said, oh, it's such a long process. And, there are times when we said, nah, we don't want to do it. And, of course, true to form when it comes to law of attraction, as soon as we released it, then that's when we got the, oh, yeah, 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 we want to work with you. And at that time, we were saying, um, we, we didn't, at that time, it's when we walked away. We don't want to do it. We were tired. We had had another experience. And a lot of people talk about this when it comes to getting a trucking authority, that it's not all that it's cracked up to be. That it can be exciting and thrilling and all of that, but what you need is the equipment. You need steady work. If you don't have, the drivers, the work, the equipment, and when I say that, I mean the trucks, whether you're doing hot shots, whether you're, working with semis, cargo vans, just regular cars and trucks, vehicles, whether you're doing RV hauling, whatever it might be, you need those things. And if you don't have those things, like if you're planning on working on the load board or off the load board, then you need a good dispatcher. So there are things that you need if you're going to do this work. And if you don't have those things, then, with the authority, a lot of it, you can get caught up in the thrill of it, and you really need to be focusing on, okay, what can I do to actually get started, maintain it, actually make a profit off of it, continue to grow it, and do I really want to stay in this? So, yes, doing the authority, that was something that we definitely did not want to continue. So, it was a lot of stuff that we didn't want to get into. There's this, a lot of people talk about and have talked about it before. You got to make sure that you keep your insurance in place. And, for a lot of people, they don't want to give work to authorities that are less than 90 days old. And so it felt like at times, um, it was just, unfortunately, people putting unnecessary roadblocks in front of, you know, new authorities. So, um, from the insurance company that we dealt with, it was just a lot of stuff that, is unnecessary roughness in our opinions. So, bringing us up to now, we got the major contract, and like I said, it was sort of like once we didn't care anymore, then that's when it came in. And then we decided, okay, no, it could be a really good opportunity. We can do a lot of things. We just have to be ready for what comes. And of course, now we know we're almost at the end of the process where we can start running vehicles. It's like, ooh, yeah, I know why we needed a break before we jumped into this. And I'm glad that we took the break. And so now we just got to get it going. It's been an exciting ride. It's just um, getting started and staying, you know, maintaining, continuing to build it. And it's really exciting because, like I said, we can open up a lot of opportunities for a lot of people. Of course, it can be a very lucrative, very, can make a lot of money basically in it. Thing is, making sure that this is what you want to do. Do you want to stay in it? Do you want to get the equipment that's necessary? Do you want to follow all the rules and regulations? Because there's a lot of that. Um, do you want to work with the, you know, staff members? Do you want to work with corporate? Do you want to work with the drivers? Do you want to work with, your partners in the business? Or, would you rather work with someone else? And so I think we definitely have the formula down when it comes to working with each other. We're family, but we're both understanding, we're both hardworking, we both persevere, we both, can spot good opportunities. We actually will keep going. We have some, bumps in the road, and we complain and feel how we want to feel, but we still continue to move forward because we know that it can be a great opportunity. And then also being grateful. One of the most important things I would say is being grateful for what you already have, because there was this other opportunity that just popped up recently, and maybe a week or so ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. But, in the beginning, I was thinking, yeah, I need to get on top of that because it seems like it'd be pretty easy. There's more flexibility. We don't need any drivers with CDLs. It's just a regular driver's license that people are needing. They can use their vehicles, vans, small SUVs, gas savers, things like that. They can use those things and make pretty good money. The company that we would be working with, contracting with, they need a lot of help. So, people who are really focused and really are planning to do it, they're dedicated, they're really gonna work hard and, grind and make money. They can actually have a heck of an opportunity. But it's just, I got busy working on this major contract, and, all the paperwork that needs to be done, and talking with people and lining up appointments, and, having meetings, and, securing equipment and all this stuff. And it's just, I got away from that, the gratitude for what was in front of me. Um, and so I'm back now. The other night, I was like, wait a minute, I need to do some work to get this going too. Not only that, though, the gratitude for the work, the spiritual work that I do, law of attraction work, the helping people to achieve the lives that they want to live in the spiritual way, using using energy, using, alt nutritional, or using, their minds, that they have everything that they need, to do it. It's just a matter of using those tools to achieve the goals that they want to achieve, to create the lives that they want, change if they need to change, to live the lives that they want to live. Becoming more who they are is basically what it is. So it's important for us to have gratitude, definitely, for what we already have, instead of looking over that and saying, well, I got to do this, and, climbing over the top of that so we could get to this shiny new object. And I talked about this before. It's a distraction. We need to remember, stay focused. It's not necessarily the balance thing, except when I say balanced, the balance that we don't necessarily need is, okay, we need to spend 20% of our time developing this and 20% developing 5 different things, but then our energy is spread all over the place, and we're focusing on developing things that we might not even be interested in. They're just things that people say we need to do to live a balanced life. So instead of that, I would say we need to focus on, definitely, the balance, in a way that if we have multiple businesses that we're running, we're making sure that we're spending enough time on each of those businesses so that they're running optimally the way that we want them to. And I'm seeing, of course, that there's so much time that, and I was talking about this in other videos, but there's so much time that we waste doing stuff that we don't need to do. And we find ourselves saying, well, where did the day go? You have hours and hours that you're just sitting, vegging out, watching TV. Why would you do that when you could actually do something to achieve the goals that you want to achieve? It makes no sense. So instead of that, you need to focus on working on achieving the goals that you really want to achieve in your life, creating the life that you want to create. Because guess the news, it's you who's going to create this life, not somebody else creating it for you. Are you, you're making these terrible decisions, but you're saying, well, someone's going to come in and bail me out. You could bail yourself out. You don't need anybody to bail you out. So, I would say it's important getting back to the gratitude thing. Be grateful. Be thankful for what you already have. You got time. Use the time to actually build what you want. Use the time to put into building the businesses that you know you want to build and run. Stop wasting time doing nothing. Now it's important to spend time doing things, some time doing things to help you feel good. And when you do that, it's only going to contribute to you reaching your goals. But then there's, overdose, I would say, on blissing out and, neglecting what you're inspired to do to build these businesses or, do the work that you're supposed to do in your life to answer the calling. So I would encourage you to do that. Put some time into answering your calling so that you could be energized, so that you could be, you know, feeling good, feeling blissful, ecstatic, happy, so you could be healthy. Put some time into working on your health. Put some time working on, your memory. Put some time into working on, your relationships or whatever. Put some time into the things that you need to develop. If all the focus is just right now and has to be money so you could get out of debt, so you could create wealth, so that you could become rich like you want to, so you could, feel financially free and live the life you want to live and get anything you want and enjoy your life and travel all over and all that. If that's it, then okay, focus all your energy on that. And that's the most important thing in your life. Then do that right now. But if you're just all over the place and you're not working toward your goals, but you're complaining that you don't have what you want, get clear on what you want. I did a series of lectures that, if you want to join my class, you could join my class on getting what you want. But getting clear on what do you really want in your life and what you're doing now, is that going to get you there? Because if it's not, you need to make some changes so that you can get there. And if not, why would you complain when you're not doing everything that you can do to get there, even some of the things that you can do to get there? Stop wasting time. So, law of attraction, like I was talking about, when we released it, when we just let it go and said, we don't care what they do, we don't care what they say, then that's when, we had the representative say, yeah, we want to work with you. And we're saying, well, this is really interesting because we just said, forget about it. And then that's when it came and it popped up at the best time possible, I would say, when we're able to get out of our own way and actually do what we need to do to build it. So I just want to say sometimes what you need to get a major opportunity is to release it, to just not worry about it, to just focus on the things that are most important anyway, to be grateful for what you already have, to feel good now. If you feel good, feel better, even if you feel like you're in the depths of despair, use that to create what you want, because that's when you're really aware of what you want in your life when you're feeling sometimes bad, really bad. Then you can really focus and say, no, that's not what I want. This is what I really want. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. All right. So hope this was helpful for you. It's kind of like a mishmash of topics, but I will come to you later and talk with you about this major contract that we got, and how we're building, taking you on the journey with us. I'm sure, hopefully, it's going to be exciting for you too, but you'll get to see what we're doing. But yes, been an exciting journey. Still grateful for the opportunity that popped up that we didn't even expect. That's also going to help us to create many opportunities. And this thing that we've been working on, the spiritual thing, that we've been working on building the church, the ministry, so that we can reach out to a lot of people and share some information. Um, so we continue to work on that, the spiritual thing being the number one thing that we're working on, so that we can continue to answer our calling and do what God is asking us to do here. All right. I am gonna sign off for now. This video is kind of long, but thank you again for joining me, family. I hope that you can join me again soon. Hope to bring you some more helpful, useful information. See you next time. Love you. As always, I say happy lighting fast manifesting. All right. Bye for now.